Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cabela's, Cuddyback, America's Best Bowstrings, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Hoyman Tree Saws, Lone Wolf Tree Stands, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, RTP Outdoors, Spot Hog Releases, Wasp Archery, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
It's been about a month since we last talked to you, and we started off the last week of October and the first part of November out in Nebraska. We didn't see a whole lot of deer. We had a problem with the corn out there was still standing, and we could hear deer running through the corn. We actually watched deer come straight out of the corn, walk 2-3 rows, and head right back into the corn. So the standing corn is definitely a hindrance out there. We did see a handful of deer, but most of them were half a mile away or farther, and the few that we did see closer were all in the corn. So after Nebraska, we came back home to Michigan. We hunted a little bit in Michigan, didn't really see anything, and then we headed out to Ohio, and we hunted there the 10th through the 18th of November. The first part of the trip, we boated in across some lakes to get to remote areas, and we only saw one hunter the whole time, but unfortunately the deer population was pretty limited out there as well. So we packed up from that spot, moved just down the road to a different spot, and we finally started to see a few deer. We had encounters with a couple different bucks and couldn't quite close the deal for a variety of reasons, but we had some decent hunts there, and then we headed back here to Michigan, and we've taken the last week and a half off from hunting. We don't really gun hunt here. This area gets a lot of pressure, so we just stay out of the woods completely, kind of let our woods that we hunt act as little sanctuaries, and come a couple of days from now, we're gonna hopefully get some pictures on these trail cameras we're hanging tonight and get some good intel for late season, and we're gonna head out there now and show you where we're putting up all the trail cameras.
Well, we just got through hanging our trail cameras. We got 4 Cuddyback cameras hung here on the food plot property. We scouted this whole woods. We found a lot of places where the deer are bedding, places where they're up and browsing, and it looks like they're hitting our sorghum and autumn quick plot really hard right now. So we've got cameras hung. Hopefully we're going to get some daylight activity. It's really tough here in Michigan come December. We have a long gun season, and these deer really get nocturnal on us. So we're just hoping that we can find an area in which they're getting up out of their beds and it's still daylight. So hopefully that'll happen. We'll be able to get some stands hung and hopefully a harvest later on in the month. Right.
Welcome Midwest Whitetail. We're in southern Iowa. It's the 5th day of the first gun season, December 5th. Been seeing a lot of bucks, but all small ones, so we're back in the redneck blind this morning. Got a good wind for it, and we've been seeing deer wherever we go. We just haven't seen any good ones, so don't really matter what stand we're in as long as the wind's right. So we're just gonna hunt this morning, sit it out a while. We're between a corn to the south of us and standing corn to the north, and this is a big draw that drops down, and we got good thick bedding here, so we'll give it a go again this morning. It's a real quiet, cold morning, 20 degrees. Little breeze, but not bad. We'll see how it goes. I'd kill him if I was you. Let him come home. You tell me when. I'm gonna turn a little bit. Brett? This is the first time I've been on the camera. Really don't know what to say. Sitting in the blind, a couple does went through. The buck stepped out down there. I don't know if he's a good 100 yards, maybe a little more. We're gonna go look and see here in a minute. Hopefully. Seen him go to the left. The last we seen him, behind a bunch of big trees. Couldn't really tell where he went. Well, hopefully, Dad made a good shot on him. He was pretty much broadside, just very slight angle to us, but the doe kept going. I couldn't tell with the blast how he did, but we're gonna give him some time here and go down and take a look. It's a real solid, tall 8. Not sure if we even had him on camera in here, but it's the last day of our hunt, and it's a pretty nice buck, so hopefully he put a good shot on him.
Here's where he's standing.
First blood.
Okay. Tell me what your story is. You standing right here? Turn and look.
This is where I shot at him. We got first blood right here. Now we're gonna see where he goes down into that. It's pretty nasty in there. This is some nasty. Hey, there he is, Darin. Looks like a nice 8. Boy, we got some work cut out for us now.
We'll get him out of there.
We'll get him out. Right down in the nasty there.
This is a pretty fun hunting trip. Had high expectations for this property out here in Iowa, and we got a dandy 4-year-old to go with it now to start the story on this farm. So it's a work in progress. I mean, we've seen 25 or 26 bucks. This is maybe the 26th buck in 5 days. So a lot of young bucks on the farm. So we got to get that age up, and we're gonna do a bunch of projects on this property. This is actually getting turned into CRP or switchgrass, and we got some timber stand improvements I talked with Skip about already, and we're gonna address some of that and keep working on the property, and hopefully we can capitalize on deer like this every year out here. So thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Great Lakes Show.
Yeah.